KSMO Salem.
The noon hour here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, and looking at the forecast, plenty of sunshine today. We're going to top out about 72 degrees. Winds out of the west be moving to the south and then southeast by late tonight. So a little bit of a breeze throughout the day today. Then clear skies tonight. Low of 49 with southerly winds at around 5 to 10. We could see some winds gusting this evening at about 15 to 20 miles an hour. Sunshine is expected on Thursday, high about 73. Winds out of south will be a little bit more strong, with about 15 to 18 miles an hour during the afternoon. Could start out the day at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Winds could gust up to near 25 to 30 by the afternoon. For Thursday night, it'll be clear and a low of 32. As we have a cool front come through, winds will be out of the west at 10 to 15, and gust as high as 25 miles an hour. Sunshine is expected Friday, but much cooler, about 20 degrees cooler, as a matter of fact, with the winds out of the northwest at 5 to 10, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Partly cloudy come Friday night, low of 31. 40% chance of getting some snow in the morning Saturday, then partly sunny with a high of 45. Saturday night clear, low of 21, and sunny on Sunday with a high of 40 degrees. Currently here at KSMO Radio, we have 68 degrees, 27% relative humidity. Winds are out of the west at 6 miles an hour on your Wednesday afternoon. It's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Livestock Report next. Brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. Now the Brownfield Commentary and Livestock Report next on KSMO Media.
A penny for your thoughts. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. The news that the last American penny has been minted feels like watching an old barn finally sag to the ground. It makes sense. After all, a penny costs about 4 cents to make, but there's something comforting about a coin that jingled through 2 centuries of life on Main Street. Every penny counts, especially one that witnessed Sunday suppers, county fairs, school carnivals, and fishing trips to the creek. The first U.S. penny appeared in 1787 when the nation was still finding its identity. Over 200 years, that little copper coin became a pocket-sized companion, carried by soldiers, clerks, factory hands, and children alike. It hid in mason jars, drawers, and somehow ended up in the cup holder of your truck, even if you didn't put it there. Who hasn't listened to pennies tumbling in the dryer from Wrangler jeans pockets? A penny saved is a penny earned, after all, and I dropped them in the old Prairie Farms milk jar on my kitchen counter. From the Indian head to the wheat penny, from Soaring Eagle to Lincoln's steady gaze, each design captured a moment in our nation's history. Why retire it now? Transactions are invisible. Kids may never tuck coins under pillows for the tooth fairy or toss them in wishing wells. Yet pennies carried lessons, laughter, and family rituals. Now as the last penny rolls off the press, it's more than a coin retiring. It's a ritual fading, leaving stories and memories that prove the tiniest things often matter the most. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
FCS Financial, with you every step of the way.
Choosing the right crop insurance for your farm operation shouldn't be overwhelming. That's why FCS Financial makes it easy with a dedicated team of crop insurance specialists who can help you find the best solutions to protect your operation. And it's this dedication and experience that makes FCS Financial experts at finding solutions for each unique situation. You're more than a policy. We take the time to get to know you, your operation, and your needs. Whether you're a seasoned producer or just beginning, we have the tools you need to help you manage your risk and keep business running smoothly. FCS Financial, growing relationships, creating opportunities. Closing date for spring policies is March 15th. Contact your FCS Financial crop insurance expert at myfcsfinancial.com or call 800-444-3276.
FCS Financial, with you every step of the way.
An equal opportunity provider.
The foundation is set.
Missouri knocks off the #1 team in the nation.
The frame is built.
On the run, Mitchell for the flush, Missouri by 20.
And the gates
The habits, the response to detail, the execution, all that stuff matters.
are open.
Drives right baseline to the rim, jams it as he hangs and got fouled.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
Cruz, here comes the three. Bang! He splashed it home.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Another quiet start for direct cash cattle business, and cash hogs were not reported. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity remains quiet. Bids and asking prices haven't surfaced this week. If business follows the recent trend, look for significant trade volume to hold out until sometime Thursday or Friday, especially with that cattle on feed report coming out Friday afternoon from the USDA. At the Ozarks Regional Stockyards in Missouri, feeder steers and heifers were steady. Steer calves were $4 to $8 higher, and heifer calves were steady to $4 higher. The USDA says demand was good on a moderate supply. Receipts were down on the week. Medium and large one feeder steers, 501 to 543 pounds, brought $505 to $550. Feeder steers, 608 to 641 pounds, brought $430 to $465. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 550 to 585 pounds, brought $415 to $452.50. Feeder heifer, 605 to 643 pounds, brought $370 to $390. Box beef was mixed at midday with light and moderate demand for moderate offerings. Choice was down $1.26 at $363.50. Select was 99 cents higher at $361.21. Cash hog prices were not reported at midday. There were just a handful of negotiated purchases. Processors continue to have leverage as supplies of market-ready hogs are ample and hog weights are still running well above year-ago levels. Demand is crucial, but there are lingering long-term concerns about its ability to hold in both the global and domestic markets. The 5-day rolling average for barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct was $87. For the Iowa, Minnesota, it was $87.43, and the Western Corn Belt was $87.06. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at midday at $66. In Illinois, slaughter sale prices were $2 higher with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $53 to $65. Barrows and gilts were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $45 to $55. Boars range from $8 to $15 and $5 to $8. Pork values were lower at midday, down 25 cents at $98.63. Ribs were sharply lower. Butts, hams, and loins were also lower. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
From the State House to our nation's capital, Brownfield covers the news that impacts agriculture. No spin, no agenda. Just honest, dependable reporting for farmers, ranchers, and rural communities. Because when stakes are high, the truth matters. We bring you relevant, timely news across the airwaves and across digital and social media platforms too. Brownfield Ag News, verified and unbiased. Learn more at brownfieldagnews.com.
Thursday, February 26th is Give FFA Day. This one-day initiative held during National FFA Week funds programs that support leadership, personal growth, and career success. Make a donation of any amount and make a difference in the lives of almost 27,000 Missouri FFA members. Donate to your local FFA chapter or the Missouri FFA Foundation by clicking on Donate to Give FFA Day at MissouriFFA.org.
It's been the Brownfield Commentary and Livestock Report right here on KSMO Media, 1340 AM, 95.7 FM, and streaming on KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream, Facebook, and KSMO YouTube. We appreciate you joining us right here in your hometown radio station. It's now time for a look at our updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. 4 pages of news you can use. It's absolutely free. You'll find it in Bunker and in Salem. And you can also go online at KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button. And over 40 locations in Bunker and Salem, Your World Today. Bonnie A. Hunter of Newburgh passed away Sunday, February 15th at the age of 85. Funeral services for Bonnie Hunter will be at the James and Gar Mortuary in Rolla on Thursday afternoon at noon in Rolla, Missouri. Visitation will be held prior to the service from 11 until service time on Thursday. Interment will be in the Big Piney Cemetery. All the arrangements are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary of Rolla for Bonnie A. Hunter, whose funeral services will be held Thursday at noon at the James and Gar Mortuary of Rolla. Ruth Ann Hukin of Davisville passed away on Thursday, February 12th at the age of 81. Funeral services for Ruth Ann Hukin will be held at 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon at the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. Visitation will be from 11 Saturday morning until service time at the funeral home. Interment will be in the Hukin Turnbow Cemetery in Davisville. Memorials may be made to the Hukin Turnbow Cemetery. Cards are available, and all arrangements are under the direction of the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville for Ruth Ann Hukin, whose funeral services will be Saturday afternoon at 1 at the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. Marvin Laverne Gillum of Cuba, formerly of Davisville, passed away on Thursday, January 22nd at the age of 89. A celebration of life for Marvin Laverne Gillum will be held at 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary by Burnham Chapel. Visitation will be from 1 until service time at the chapel. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary by Burnham for Marvin Laverne Gillum, whose celebration of life will be held at 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary by Burnham Chapel. Randy Lynn Land of Salem passed away Sunday, February 8th at the age of 62. Graveside services for Randy Lynn Land will be held at 5 Saturday afternoon at the Mount Hermon Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to the Salem Public Library or the Rolla Mission. Envelopes are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Randy Lynn Land, whose graveside services will be held at 5 Saturday afternoon in the Mount Hermon Cemetery. And that's a look at our updated funeral announcements, brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, and your world today. Remember to pick one up in paper form in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. Don't forget also, you can get it online at ksmradio.com. Just click on the Your World Today button, and you can find all the archives at that location as well, going back many, many years. For over 32 years serving Salem and Dane County, Your World Today. If you have any questions about advertising in Your World Today with an insert or a placement ad in Your World Today, feel free to call Melba at 573-729-6117. We've got local news coming your way shortly. Keep it right here at KSMO Radio.
This is St. Louis Blues analyst Joey Vitale. There is nothing more exhilarating than watching St. Louis Blues hockey in person. But if you can't make it to the game, you can catch all the action here on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri. Your radio home for St. Louis Blues hockey.
Good afternoon. Now time for a look at local news. Your local news brought to you by SBU Salem Campus. The SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education right here close to home for the residents of Dan County and the surrounding areas. You can find out about all their degrees like a nursing RN bridge program or criminal justice or elementary education. Just contact the campus 573-729-7071 or drop by 501 South Grand right here in Salem. SBU Salem Campus, Southwest Baptist University, bringing you a look at our local news. Healthy Dane County is inviting parents and caregivers to attend Tech Safety, a practical and informative class designed to help families protect children in today's digital world. This event will take place on Tuesday evening, March 3rd, from 6 to 7 at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. The parent-focused session will provide real-world guidance on how to protect children online, recognizing common digital risks, setting healthy technology boundaries, and building safe and responsible technology habits at home. As children and teens spend increasing amounts of time online, understanding digital safety has become essential for families. This class aims to equip parents with practical tools and strategies they can immediately implement. The evening will feature guest speaker Linda Kozlowski, a prevention consultant with Prevention Consultants of Missouri, and she has extensive experience in youth safety and digital risk prevention. Linda brings valuable insight into helping families navigate online challenges while promoting healthy communication and responsible technology use. Representatives from Healthy Dane County said that this class is about empowering parents since technology is a part of everyday life, and with the right knowledge, families can create safe and balanced digital environments at home. The free class is open to the public, and parents, grandparents, and caregivers are all encouraged to attend. Those wanting to participate are being asked to please make a reservation by contacting Healthy Dane County's Carlos Lopez. Carlos can be reached by phone 573-729-8163 or contact him by email, Carlos at salemcommunitycenter.org. That's CARLOS at salemcommunitycenter, all one word, .org. For more information, feel free to contact Healthy Dane County. Missouri Department of Conservation is reminding Missouri hunters and anglers that their related annual permits expire at the end of February, including the 2025 permits for small game, fishing, trout fishing, and combination hunting and fishing. You can buy Missouri hunting and fishing permits from one of many vendors around the state, online at mdc.mo.gov/buy permits, or through the MDC's free mobile apps called Mo Hunting and Mo Fishing. They're available for download through Google Play for Android devices or the App Store for Apple devices. Save time by buying hunting and fishing permits for multiple people in one single transaction. Select the additional customer option during the permit purchase. Avoid having to manually renew your permits every year by doing the MDC's Permit Auto Renewal service. It allows customers to enroll eligible permits in a service that will automatically renew their permits prior to the start of the next season or the permit year. This process was designed to ensure customers never have expired permits when they need them the most. Learn more about this service at mdc.mo.gov/permits and then click in the search button. Please type in auto renewal. Commercial and lifetime permits can only be purchased through the MDC Permit Services Unit. You'll need to contact them by phone, 573-522-0107. Please call them to get an application. Have you ever wanted to sell goods at the farmer's market but didn't know where to start? University of Missouri Extension will be teaching a 5-part online series on selling at the farmer's market March the 9th through the 13th from 9 until 1 in the afternoon. This series is designed for those interested in selling produce and other goods at local farmer markets. MU Extension professionals and representatives from the Department of Agriculture will cover topics including marketing, business planning, resources through MU Extension, and the Missouri Department of Agriculture, as well as regulations for selling various foods, including value-added and cottage foods. Extension specialists will also cover how farmers, market vendors should handle sales taxes. Participants will hear from farmers about their marketing strategies. Missouri Sustainable Agriculture Research and Education is helping to sponsor the program. The Zoom sessions will be recorded and available for viewing for a limited time. For more information, contact MU Extension Horticultural Specialist Matthew Hutchman at 417-358-2158 or go to hutchman@missouri.edu. Registration is available on the University of Missouri Extension website as well. Bunker R3 FBLA, the Future Business Leaders of America team, recently traveled to Arcadia Valley for their District 12 Leadership Conference competition. Students were tasked with competing in a wide variety of events. Congratulations goes out to the following students in their respective fields. Senior Ethan Forster placed second in the Future Business Educator. Senior Riley Skaggs placed second in Agribusiness and fourth in Economics. Senior Jayton Skaggs placed fourth in Accounting 1. Junior Reagan Bowen placed fourth in Sales Presentation. Junior Jacqueline Brawley of Bunker R3 placed for Arcadia Valley's FBL team and received first place in Website Design. Sophomore Wyatt Amsden placed first in Insurance and Risk Management, second in Intro to Business Concepts, and third in the Intro to Info Technology. Sophomore Bella Sanders placed third in Intro to Business Procedures. Sophomore Gus Skaggs placed fourth in Intro to Supply Chain Management. Sophomore Daley Martin placed fourth in Management. And sophomore Owen Gant placed first in Intro to Supply Chain and Management. Congratulations to all these students on their FBLA competition results. To learn more about Missouri FBLA, you can visit mofbla.org. And Congressman Jason Smith has announced the 2026 Congressional Art Competition is now accepting entries from high school students across southeast and south central Missouri. Congressman Smith said that southern Missouri is filled with incredibly gifted young artists, and he's proud to highlight the creativity of the Show Me State in the halls of the U.S. Capitol. A little friendly competition often inspires some excellence, and he can't wait to see how the students capture their pride in Missouri and the love of the country through their art. A panel of judges will review the submissions and select the top entries to be recognized as part of this year's competition. From those entries, the overall winner will be chosen and will have their artwork displayed for 1 year in the U.S. Capitol and the Cannon Tunnel, where members of Congress, staff, and thousands of visitors from all across the country will see it every day. The top 10 pieces will be formally recognized for their outstanding creativity and artistic achievement. The winning student will also receive 2 airline tickets to Washington, D.C. to see their artwork hanging in the U.S. Capitol. The Congressional Art Competition is open to any high school student in Missouri's 8th Congressional District. This includes students enrolled in public, private, or even homeschooled. The deadline to submit your artwork digitally, a clear photo of the completed piece, is April 7th. For submissions or additional information, students may reach out to Congressman Smith's office and talk to Jody Williams. That's jodi.willims at mail, mail.house.gov, or Megan Nickey. That's EMEGAN.NICKEY at mail.house.gov. We've got more coming up next after this.
Spring is right upon us, and J. Medlock Landscaping LLC can help with your big projects, such as excavating, digging ponds, setting up new landscaping, or helping to improve on your existing landscaping. J. Medlock Landscaping LLC can haul rock and dirt, water for your pools and ponds, and even drinking water. Call J. Medlock Landscaping LLC today at 729-DIRT. That's J. Medlock Landscaping LLC, 729-3478.
Do you know who some of the most avid readers of Cardinals Magazine are? It's Cardinal alumni. Our former players tell me time and again that Cardinals Magazine is one of their favorite ways to stay connected to the birds on the bat.
And you know, Ricky, I've heard the same thing. They feel like they're still coming to the ballpark each day when they're enjoying the impressive lineup of feature stories in every issue of Cardinals Magazine.
Cardinals Magazine helps you really get to know the current players, not only their stories in uniform, but who they are off the field and how they got to where they are.
And it doesn't stop with the stories on current players. No one does a better job giving fans a truer picture of everything happening on the field, inside the ballpark, and all over Cardinals Nation. Even stories on our Cardinals alumni.
Join our former players who enjoy the classic coverage of Cardinals Magazine. Subscribe for yourself and your favorite fan at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000.
Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
Time for some local sports news brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio. The Salem JV basketball Tigers fell in a heartbreaking fashion last night as they watched a 10-point halftime lead slip away, falling to Mountain View Liberty 55-53. Walker Smith led the Tigers with 20 points on the night. JV Tigers are 14-5 on the year, and their final game of the regular season will be at 6 o'clock Friday night against the Mountain Grove JV Panthers. The 16-8 Salem Varsity Tigers played against the 22-2 Liberty Eagles last night in an exciting matchup. Salem started the night strong. They held a 7-point advantage at the half, and then Liberty came out and scored the next 7 straight points to tie the game, and then it went back and forth throughout the entire rest of the second half, with Liberty winning at 77-74 over the Tigers. That came down to the final seconds of the game. Braden Gaps led the Tigers with 33 points, followed by Gavin Sapal with 14 points, 11 rebounds for a double-double. Lincoln Thomas contributed 11 points on the night, as well as the Tigers will finish up their regular season against the Mountain Grove Panthers this Friday night. 16-9 the Salem Tigers are, but they will not have a chance at the SCA Conference title with that loss last night against Mountain View. We'll have that game on KSMO Radio, or you can audio stream it on our KSMO Media beginning about 7:20 with Tiger Talk and Coach Jared Patterson. Salem Lady Tigers will be in Mountain Grove on Thursday night to face off with Lady Panthers. JV will start the night off at 6 with the varsity to follow at about 7:30. The Bunker Lady Eagles dispatched the Lady Vikings of Valley last night by a score of 75-23. Lady Eagles will finish up their regular season against St. Pius X out of Festus on Friday night. And the Bunker Eagles made short work of the Valley Vikings last night on the boys' side, securing a 66-29 victory. The Eagles will also conclude their regular season on Friday in a game against Greenville. We have more sports news coming up next from the Missouri Net right here on your hometown radio station, KSMO Radio. Thanks for joining us on your Wednesday afternoon.
This Missouri Net Sports Report is brought to you by the Missouri Association of Natural Gas Operators. If you smell gas or hear a hissing sound, even if you're outside, go upwind and from a safe place, call 911.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Two different approaches to Major League Baseball's automated ball strike challenge system. The Royals got an early look before Cactus League play begins. Instead of backfields, pitchers threw live sessions in the stadium to help calibrate the system. Vinny Pasquantino challenged 3 calls and he won 2. The club begins shaping its in-game strategy. The Kansas City Chiefs have restructured Patrick Mahomes' contract, creating nearly $44 million in salary cap space ahead of the season. The move converts more than $54 million of his salary into a signing bonus and drops his cap number to about $34 million. Kansas City was more than $57 million over the cap. They still have some work to do. As Mahomes recovers from knee surgery, he expects to be ready for the season opener. Basketball last night, the St. Louis Billikens saw their 18-game win streak come to an end. They lost 81-76 to Rhode Island. They were down 6 at the half and trailed the entire second half. They now dropped to 24-2, but trying to find a silver lining, head coach Josh Schertz.
And maybe this is what we needed. I don't know, but maybe this is what we needed to reset ourselves and get back to the team that we've been for most of the season.
The Billikens will try to bounce back Friday against VCU. And the Mizzou men look to bounce back. They've got a big one at Mizzou Arena hosting number 19 Vanderbilt after having their 3-game win streak snapped at home in a blowout loss to Texas. Coach Dennis Gates.
It's not as always as good as you think it is, and it's not always as bad as you think it is. So we want to kind of stay in the middle and bounce back because it's a long season.
Vanderbilt good this year. They're 21-4, averaging nearly 88 points a game. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
My mom is a veteran and she was injured in the line of duty.
I hurt my leg in a training accident when she was only 2 years old.
She had 7 different surgeries over the span of 9 years, and there were tons of complications.
I'm doing much better now. I may have lost my leg, but I've gained so much. I got my joy back.
We got our mom back, thanks to DAV.
Every year, DAV helps more than 1 million veterans like Sandy get the health and disability benefits they've earned.
My victory is getting my life back.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Retirement can be scary, but only if you're not prepared. That's why AARP created thisispretirement.org. Because unless you've already retired, you're in pretirement and you still have time to plan. Learn about retirement savings options, potential tax breaks, and how you can build savings over time. Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan and feel the retirement fear disappear. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Tell your friends about us.
The best radio station I ever heard in my entire life.
KSMO.
Let's take a quick look at that weather, and it's going to be another beautiful day today, man. We have been blessed with a few beautiful days here in February. Today's high, we're going to still say about 72 degrees with a bit of a west breeze during the afternoon. It's going to move to the southwest as the afternoon continues, and then by tonight, it'll eventually move to the south and then southeast. Clear skies tonight, low of 49 with a southerly breeze at 5 to 10. Winds could gust up to 20 miles an hour. More sunshine, more beautiful sunshine tomorrow. Yeah, a warm day to boot, high about 73. Winds are going to be a little bit brisker, if that's really a word. South winds at about 5 to 10 miles an hour in the morning will pick up to 9 to 15 during the afternoon and could gust up to 25 to 30. It'll be clear come Thursday night. Our low will be near 32 as we have the beginnings of a cold front starting to come through Thursday night. Winds will be moving to the west at 10 to 15 and gusting to 25. And then Friday, those winds will be out of the northwest at 5 to 10. And we'll have plenty of sunshine, but a high of only 53 degrees. Then partly cloudy come Friday night, low of 31. Saturday, partly sunny, high of 45, with a 40% chance of getting some snow showers in the morning. And then we'll have that sunshine come out during the afternoon. Then clear Saturday night, low 21. Right now, KSMO radio, almost 69 degrees, 24% relative humidity, beautiful blue skies and sunshine, and a southwesterly breeze at about 5 miles an hour. All right, keep it right here, KSMO radio. We have our crossover music coming up in the 1 o'clock hour. We got Missouri Tiger basketball tonight at 7:30, so we hope you stick around for all that. In the meantime, we have some statewide news coming up next from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net News. I'm Sue Danielson. Slot machines in many Missouri gas stations and convenience stores could be removed after a federal judge's ruling that the machines are illegal. KMOX Radio's Michael Calhoun reports.
Torch operates more than 6,000 of the devices across the state.
The Missouri Attorney General's office is suing several retailers over the machines. A man's facing charges after a deadly Kansas City shooting. According to reports, DNA from the suspect's baseball cap led to his arrest. 2 women were killed in the shooting Sunday at a Kansas City nightclub. State senators are looking at a bill calling for anyone convicted of killing someone in a DWI crash would be subject to paying child support to surviving children. Senator Mike Henderson of St. Francis County says several other states have adopted Bentley's law.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving have gotten behind it. A couple other organizations have been pushing for this legislation.
Several previous attempts to pass the law in Missouri have come up short. And a new report finds just 8% of Missouri is drought-free. Missouri Net News.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations in Missouri. Hear from the Missouri Cattlemen's Association on the issue.
There's a lot of different techniques and strategies that you can use to harass the birds in a non-lethal way to get rid of them. Effigies, hanging dead birds in a tree works. Get those effigies through the USDA, or you can get a permit, kill one, and do that yourself. You can also cut down roosting trees that are a habitat for these birds. If you see a lot of birds in one tree, time for that tree to go. I will add that, vultures in general are very important to our ecosystem. Cleaning up the dead animals is extremely important. The turkey vultures do a good job of that. So do the black vultures, but the black vultures have become more aggressive. Our mission is not to eradicate birds. Our mission is to help farm and ranch families prevent economic devastation, which can make the difference between the black line or the red line in a financial year.
To find out more, go to agriculture.mo.gov.
Our afternoon forecast calls for plenty of sunshine and a warm day today. Beautiful day for February with a high of 72 degrees and a little westerly breeze. It'll move to the southwest as the afternoon continues. And then by later on tonight, that wind will be moving to the south and then to the southeast. We'll have clear skies tonight, low of 49. Winds out of south at about 5-8 miles an hour, but they could get a little bit gustier the later in the night we get at about 8 to 15 miles an hour and could gust as high as 20. Then for Thursday, sunny and breezy. We're going to have a high of 73. In the morning, we'll have winds out of south at about 5 to 10, but as the afternoon comes on, those winds will increase to 10 to 15 and could gust up to 25 to 30 miles an hour. We'll have clear skies Thursday night. It'll still be breezy. With clear skies, we'll have a low of 32 degrees because a cool front is going to be coming through. Winds out of the west will be at 10 to 15, but gusting up to 25. Sunny on Friday, much cooler. High of only 53 degrees. Winds will be out of the northwest at 5 to 10, with gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Partly cloudy Friday night, low of 31. We're going to have some clouds early Saturday morning, then becoming partly sunny with a high of 45. Saturday morning, we could see some snow showers, a 40% chance of that happening. Then clear Saturday night, low of 21, and sunny on Sunday with a high of 40 degrees.
KSMO Salem